Good evening.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. My name is Yulanda Lui, Jiwa, and I want to acknowledge that I'm speaking on the unceded and occupied lands of the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh nations. I want to thank these Indigenous nations and all of you for the opportunity to speak in front of all of you tonight about an issue that is dear to my heart. I am a Chinese seniors outreach worker in Chinatown at Youth for Chinese Seniors of Atira Development Society. And I am standing here today to ask you to reject this rezoning proposal for 105 Keefer. As part of my job, I organize meetings and social spaces in Chinatown and the downtown east side for and with Chinese seniors and youth. I also connect seniors to social and medical services, providing services myself when services accessible and affordable to low-income, non-English speaking Chinese seniors does not exist. I am coming today after consultations with the very seniors this project will impact. Every day I hear from seniors that they feel abandoned by the government and by institutions which are supposed to be caring for them. They reach out to me to ask for my support in their basic needs, like finding housing, getting affordable meals, going to medical appointments, reading their mail, things for many of us who are more privileged may seem like simple tasks, but are very difficult for the low-income, non-English speaking Chinese seniors I work with. Most of Vancouver is geared towards those of us who can speak English and who have enough money to meet our everyday needs. But that is not the case for the Chinese seniors I work with. Chinatown is the only place where they can maybe afford to live, eat, and be in community. And I say maybe because even Chinatown seems to be disappearing. Seniors need housing in Chinatown. The lack of affordable and accessible housing is a big issue for Chinese seniors, and is directly related to the barriers they face to accessing the services and resources they need to survive. First, 25 units of social housing is not enough, especially when only 30% of these units, or only 8 units, are guaranteed, as stated in the report, and are to be, quote, occupied by households with incomes below housing income limits. There is no guarantee that this will be affordable to the low-income seniors relying on GIS and OAS pension to survive. You have heard many people, including some of the seniors I work with, tell you this already. Secondly, the 106 market rental units will only speed up gentrification in Chinatown. People have talked about 105 Keefer bringing in new residents and new businesses to revitalize the neighborhood. However, as with the other luxury buildings that have been built recently in Chinatown, we see more businesses that are expensive and caters to a more wealthy and English-speaking population. We are not seeing businesses that actually serve Chinese seniors and help them meet their daily needs. We are seeing more and more zones of exclusion as defined by Carnegie Community Action Project's report on retail gentrification. More and more businesses are coming in that cater to the wealthy residents who can afford to live in expensive condos. These are not the Chinese seniors who are living in Chinatown. They lose their services, their grocery stores, their gathering places, which are disappearing because of rising costs, because of these expensive businesses and condos are driving up the property rates and pushing Chinese seniors out. The more expensive condos like this proposed building is built, the harder it will be for our low-income Chinese seniors to survive in Chinatown. These are people who have struggled for their whole lives. These are people who I, as a Chinese Canadian young person, owe my ability to exist as a Chinese Canadian. These are people who have lived and survived through terrifying discrimination, racism, and violence long before you and I were born. I fight alongside of them every day and I hope you take what I am saying to heart. What the Chinatown community needs is 100% social housing at pension rates with a public and accessible senior community space. I am asking for what the MP Jenny Kwan asked on Tuesday and what many seniors and others of the Chinatown community have been asking for, which is for all 3 levels of government to buy the site and build a much needed home and community space for our low-income elders in Chinatown. I am asking you to show the Chinese seniors of Chinatown that they matter more than money, that their voice is valued and respected within these walls, and you believe that they deserve to have their basic needs met. Don't let Chinatown just become a cultural token of the past for developers and wealthy people. Reject the rezoning of 105 Keefer. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.